Ever wondered who'd win in a showdown between a feline and the Super Bowl? Well, folks, you're not alone. It's a question that's been boggling the minds of the curious and the comical for ages. And today, we're going to tackle this intriguing query head-on. No, we're not pitting a household pet against a professional football team. Instead, we're exploring the unexpected commonalities between the two, the Super Bowl and the cat, two entities that, at first glance, couldn't be more different. Cats, those mysterious creatures that rule our hearts and homes with their cunning and charm. They're unpredictable, always keeping us on our toes with their antics. One minute they're asleep on the couch, the next they're making gravity-defying leaps to capture that elusive red dot. Now let's consider the Super Bowl, an annual event that grips the nation with its high stakes and drama. It's a spectacle of athleticism, strategy, and sheer willpower. But like our feline friends, the Super Bowl is also full of surprises. A last-minute touchdown, an unexpected interception, a historic comeback. These are the moments that make the heart race and the crowd roar. So you see, cats and the Super Bowl share a certain unpredictability, a propensity for excitement that keeps us enthralled. They both have their highs and lows, their moments of tension, and their ultimate triumphs. Whether it's your cat finally catching that red dot or your team scoring the winning touchdown, the thrill is real and the celebration is grand. But the question remains, Cat Bowl or Super Bowl? Which one reigns supreme in the world of excitement and anticipation? Is it the feline with its 9 lives and uncanny agility? Or is it the Super Bowl with its epic clashes and nail-biting finishes? Well, folks, we're about to find out. The stage is set, the players are ready, and the showdown is about to begin. So buckle up for a wild ride as we dive into the world of cats and the Super Bowl. Remember when your cat decided to give its own halftime performance during the Super Bowl? Well, let's take a trip down memory lane, shall we? Picture this. It's the Super Bowl, and the halftime show is about to start. Everyone's eyes are glued to the screen, waiting for the superstar performer to take the stage. But then, out of nowhere, your cat, Fluffy, struts into the living room. As the first notes of the halftime show blare from the television, Fluffy springs into action. Like a seasoned performer, she takes center stage. Well, center carpet, but who's keeping track? With the grace of a gymnast, she performs a series of acrobatic leaps, her tail swishing in rhythm with the music. Now you might think Fluffy is just playing around, but oh no, this feline is putting on a show. She's prancing, she's leaping, she's even pulling off some impressive mid-air twists. And the best part? She's completely oblivious to the superstar performing on TV. She's not just content with dominating the floor, though. Fluffy decides it's time to take her performance to new heights, literally. With a running start, she leaps onto the coffee table, narrowly avoiding the bowl of chips and dip. But Fluffy's got this. She lands with the precision of a professional athlete, not spilling a single chip. And just when you think she's done, she pulls off her grand finale. With a final triumphant leap, she lands smack in the middle of the comfy couch, curling up for a well-deserved nap, leaving her audience in stitches. In all the years of Super Bowl, no halftime show has ever been quite as entertaining as Fluffy's impromptu performance. Forget the superstar on TV, the real star of the show was right there in your living room, stealing the spotlight with her feline finesse and athletic prowess. And that's how Fluffy stole the halftime show, folks. Who needs a quarterback when you've got a cat? Now that's a question for the ages. Picture this, a sunny day, the smell of barbecue in the air, and a group of friends playing a Super Bowl-inspired game of football. It's all fun and games until the unexpected happens. Enter stage right. A 4-legged fluff ball, unassuming and seemingly uninterested in the game. Let's call him Whiskers. Whiskers, the unsuspecting house cat, has been watching from the sidelines, probably wondering why these humans are chasing around an oddly shaped ball. But then, as if a light bulb goes off in his cute little head, Whiskers decides it's time to join the game. Now, Whiskers is no ordinary cat. He's agile, he's swift, and he's got a knack for finding the perfect hiding spots. All skills that, as it turns out, make for an excellent football player. Whiskers makes his move, darting across the field, weaving through legs and swatting the football with his paw, sending it flying into the makeshift end zone. Touchdown! The crowd goes wild. The game continues, and Whiskers, now the unofficial MVP, is unstoppable. He's intercepting passes, scoring touchdowns, and outmaneuvering the 2-legged players with an ease and grace that leaves everyone in awe. The friends, initially taken aback, are now cheering on their new star player, laughing and clapping as Whiskers takes the game to a whole new level. As the day winds down and the final whistle is blown, it's clear who the real star of the game is. Whiskers, the unexpected MVP with his furry face and twitching tail, has stolen the show and won the hearts of everyone present. He may not have known the rules or even what the Super Bowl is, but he's played the game of his life and proved that sometimes the most unexpected players can make the biggest impact. Guess we know who's getting drafted next season, huh? So next time you're playing a game of football, don't be surprised if your cat decides to join in. After all, who needs a quarterback when you've got a cat? Did you ever think you'd see a cat become a die-hard football fan? Well, buckle up because I have a tale to tell. Meet Whiskers, your average everyday house cat. His life was about as exciting as watching paint dry until one fateful Sunday, when his human left the TV on during the Super Bowl. Suddenly, our fluffy friend found himself engrossed in the game. You see, Whiskers wasn't just watching, he was studying, analyzing, becoming a feline football fanatic. He'd leap at the screen during a touchdown, his tail would puff up during a suspenseful play, and he'd growl at every referee's call that didn't go his team's way. Oh yes, Whiskers had a team, the underdogs of course. He was always ready to cheer them on, his eyes glued to the screen, his tail twitching in anticipation. He was more than a fan, he was a whiskered warrior, a feline fanatic, a cat with a cause. He'd sit poised like a linebacker, ready to pounce at the first sign of a fumble. He'd hiss at the opposing team, batting at their images on the screen. And when his team scored, Whiskers would leap into the air, a blur of fur and excitement, celebrating every point as if he'd made the touchdown himself. But the Super Bowl wasn't just about the game for Whiskers. Oh no, he was there for the whole shebang. The halftime show? He'd watch with rapt fascination, his head bobbing to the beat. The commercials? He'd purr at the funny ones and hiss at the ones that interrupted his game. And at the end of the day, when the confetti had settled and the champions were crowned, Whiskers would curl up on the couch, dreaming of touchdowns and tackles, already anticipating next year's game. So there you have it. A cat that loves football. What's next, dogs playing poker? It's official. Cats are the newest, most adorable Super Bowl fans. So, who really won the day, the cat or the Super Bowl? That, my friends, is the million-dollar question. Let's take a humorous journey back through the day. We kick things off with the age-old debate, Cat Bowl or Super Bowl. Whether you were cheering for your favorite team or simply entertained by the feline finesse on display, there was no shortage of action. Remember the Half-Time Showdown? Now that was a spectacle. On one channel, you had the most anticipated concert of the year, and on the other, a cat-curated carnival of chaos. You could almost hear the collective gasp as our furry friend leapt, twirled, and did a fantastic feline pirouette. It was like witnessing a touchdown and an interception all at once. Then there was the unexpected MVP. Who would have thought that a cat could steal the show from some of the world's greatest athletes? But that's exactly what happened. Our feline footballer showed us agility and precision that would put even the best quarterbacks to shame. It was a display of raw talent and pure entertainment, a testament to the unpredictable nature of the Cat Bowl. And let's not forget the Feline Football Fan. Was there ever a more ardent supporter? This cat was more than just an observer, it was a participant, a critic, a cheerleader, and dare I say a coach. Every play, every move was scrutinized and met with either a purr of approval or a hiss of disapproval. Even the most passionate Super Bowl fans had nothing on this cat. So who really won the day? The cat with its captivating antics or the Super Bowl with its high-octane action? It's tough to call. Both brought joy, laughter, and excitement in their own unique ways. They both scored touchdowns in the hearts of viewers, each leaving a lasting impression. Well, it seems like it's a tie, or maybe, just maybe, the real winners are all of us who got to enjoy these hilarious moments.